Hello, welcome to the live. Thank you for joining the live. Hello, Pete. Thank you. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a nice day. Next name is Aya. Thank you for joining. You're welcome. Hello, Jay. Okay, bye. Hello, Jay. How are you? Thank you for joining. Okay, it's Aura of Zara. Thank you, Zara, for joining. Thank you so much. A Mercy. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Hello, Maddie. Thank you for joining. I see Lucia in the chat. Thank you, Lucia. Thank you so much. Next name is Colin. Thank you so much. And next name. Hello, Halsey. Thank you so much. Next name is Sandra. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Next name is Soko. Thank you so much. Next name. Hello, Jonah. Thank you for joining. Hello, Azad in the chat. Like the live, guys, like the live. Hello, Fernando. Thank you for joining. Hello, Lucy Q. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Next name. Hello, Jackson. Thank you for joining. Like the live. Hello, Jessica. Thank you for subscribing, Jessica. Thank you so much. Next name. Hello. Thank you for joining. Hello, Izzy. Thank you for joining. Next name. Alana Chen. Hello, Jackson. Thank you for joining. Next name is Diana. Thank you for joining. Azad name is John. Hello, Sandhya. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Next name, who's here? Hello, Jennifer. Jennifer and London, thank you for joining in the live. Thank you so much. Hello, Izzy. Next name. Hello, Tosi. Thank you for joining in the live. And next name is Enrique. Thank you. Next, who's here in the chat? Hello, Toshi in the chat. Hello, who's here? Hello, Fyra in the chat. Thank you so much. Next name is August in the chat. Thank so much. Hello all, thank you for joining in the live. Hello Ovia, thank you for joining. Next name. Hello, who's here? My sis, thank you for subscribing, thank you for joining, thank you so much. Hello, Benjamin in the live, thank you so much. Hello, Ron in the chat. Next name. Thank you, Trini. Thank you so much. Next name. Suzy, Chubby Investor. Thank you so much. Hello, Lynn. Thank you for subscribing. Hello, Pratik from Nepal. Thank you. Thank you, Pratik. Fan from Nepal. Thank you so much. And who's here? Hello, Jimmy. Thank you for joining in the live. Hello, Amit from India. Thank you so much. Hello, Adriana. Thank you for joining. Hello, Ishu. Thank you for joining in the live. Hello, Tina. Thank you. Like the live, Tina. And who's here? Okay, thank you for joining in the live. Next name is Adeline. Thank you. And who's here? Let me see. From Short. Thank you for joining in the live. Who's here? Who's here in the chat? Thank you. Kevin, thank you for joining. And who's here? Hello, King in the live. Hello, Nicole. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello, Emily. Thank you for joining in the live. Thank you so much. And who's here? Hello, Mariana. Thank you for joining in the live. Thank you so much. Hello, Emma. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Hello, dear. Hello, dear Nana. Thank you for joining and Carly in the chat. Thank you so much. Next name is James. And who's here? Who's here? Hello, Seymour. Thank you for joining. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Like the live, guys. Like the live. And who's here? Hello, Kuro. Thank you for joining in the live. Next, who's here? Franklin, thank you. And who's here? Who's here? Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Hello, Ultra. Thank you for joining in the live. Thank you so much. Hello, Sherry. Thank you for joining. Next name is you for joining. Next name, hello Carson in the chat. Like the like, guys, like the like. If I miss someone's name, drop it again and mention it. Thank you. Hello Carson in the chat. Thank you, Carson. Yes, who's here? Tony in the chat. Thank you so much. Next, who's here? Who's here? Leandro, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, Kitra. Thank you for joining. And next name is Theo. Hello, Theo. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. And who's here? Hello, Rudy. Thank you for joining. And next name is Haslan in the chat. Thank you so much. Hello, you. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Hello, Harsha. Next name, who's here? Olga in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone who's here. Hello, Samuel. Thank you for joining in the live. Next name is Gianna in the chat. Thank you, Gianna. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a nice day. And who's here in the chat? Hello, Archon. Thank you so much. Next name is Pradeep. Next name. Hello, Serious. Thank you for joining in the live. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're welcome. Hello, Small. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You spot in the chat. Thank you so much. And who's here? Hello, Ellie. In the chat. Thank you so much. Okay, who's here? Fabiola. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining in the live. I see you in the chat. Thank you so much. Hello, Mikhail. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Who's here? Who's here? Hello, Pandu. Thank you for joining. Hello, Elia. Thank you for joining in the live. Next, who's here? Who's here? Adu. Thank you, everyone. If I miss someone's name, mention it. I miss your name. Berlin, thank you so much. And here is Charlie in the chat. Hello, Charlie. Thank you for joining. Hello, Charlie in the chat. Thank you so much. Hello, Ishwa. Thank you so much. And next name. Hello, Maria in the chat. Thank you, Maria. Hello, Phoebe. Thank you for joining. Thank you, everyone. And here is I see Rohit in the chat. Hello, hello, who's here? Hello, Wally in the chat. Thank you so much. Next name is Mikhail in the chat. Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining. Hello, Anaya. And who's here? Hello, Manu in the chat. Thank you so much. Hit the 50 likes, guys. Hit the 50 likes. Please Tom, thank you for joining in the live. You're welcome, guys. I see Arhin in the chat. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. Hello, Ariana. And next name is Kimi in the chat. Thank you, Kimi. Thank you for joining in the live. Next, who's here? Hello, Aria. Next name is Hello, Darren. Thank you for joining. Hello, Akun in the chat. Thank you so much. And here is Uzair in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Next, who's here? Uzair, I wrote your name. Hello, Arisha. Okay, thank you. Whose name I missed? Sorry. What's your name? Priya. Thank you for joining the live. Have a nice day. And I see Bhumika in the chat. Thank you, Bhumika. Thank you for joining in the live. Hello, boss in the chat. Okay, hello, Rafi in the chat. Thank you so much, Rafi. Thank you for Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Hello Laura in the chat. Hello Lily. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a nice day. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for joining. And who's here? Who's here? Rafi, I wrote your name. And here is Charlotte in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Hello, Kaniska. Thank you for joining in the live. And who's here? Hello, Anna. Thank you for joining. Hit the 50 likes, guys. Hit the 50 likes. Hello, Lucy in the chat. Hit the 50 likes. Hello, Zubia. Hello, Zubia. Thank you for joining. Next, who's here? Who's here in the chat? Hello, Benito. Benito, thank you for joining in the live. Hello, Gaurav. Thank you for joining in the live. And who's there? behind in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. And who's here? Hello, Lena. Thank you for joining. Hello, Anya. Thank you for joining. And here is Sophia in the chat. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you for joining. Here is Moon in the chat. Thank you, Ruby. Thank you guys, thank you so much. Hello Ella in the chat. I see yours in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Hello John, thank you for joining. Hello Soren in the chat. Hello Daisy in the chat. Thank you, you're welcome. And who's here? Alicia, thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you so much. And who's here? Darlena. Darlene, thank you for joining in the chat. And who's here? Danish in the chat. Next name, you're welcome. Hello, Kay. Papa, thank you for joining in the live. Have a lovely day. Hello, Nay. Okay, so Nay. Thank you, Nay, for joining in the live. Next name, Samuel. Royal, thank you for joining in the live. Thank you so much. Hello, Leila in the chat. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Hello, Jungin. Thank you. Hello, Aisha. Have a nice day, everyone. Have a nice day. Gerald, thank you for joining in the live. Have a nice day. Hello, Julian. Next, who's here? Who's here? Hello, Yar. Lisa, thank you for joining in the live. Have a lovely day. Hello, Steve. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a nice day. Hello, Dimple. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. You're welcome. Hello, Ardeen in the chat. Next, who's here? Who's here? Hello, audio. Thank you for joining the live. Have a nice day. Next, who's Queen in the chat? And who's here? Hello, Club in the chat. Thank you, everyone. Hello, Omar. Thank you, Omar. Wanda, thank you for joining in the chat. Next name is Jory in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Thank you for joining in the live. I will watch you in the chat. Thank you so much. And who's here in the chat? Who's this in the chat? Thank you so much. Have a lovely day. And you in the chat, thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Okay, here is Kali. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a nice day. And who's here? Who's here? Yeah, in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a nice day. Thank you, PJ. Thank you so much for joining the live. Have a nice day. Hello, sweetie. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a lovely day. Thank you for my pretty Karen. You are so kind. You are so sweet. I hope you have a great day. God bless you. And today's my birthday calling you. Thank you. Thank you. Happy birthday to you, Karen. Thank you. I wish you a very happy birthday. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much, Danya in the chat. Thank you. And who's here? Hello. Reduce. Thank you for joining in the live. Thank you so much. You're welcome, everyone. AKJ in the chat. Thank you so much. Hello, Danya. Who's here in the chat? Let me see. Hit the 70 likes, guys. Hit the 70 likes. Hello, Zafar. Thank you for joining in the live. Next name is Sahil in the chat. Thank you, Sahil. Thank you for joining in the Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Hello, Harmony in the chat. Thank you so much. Hello, Jihan. Thank you for joining in the live, Jihan. And Ellen, thank you. Have a nice day. Hello, Samiha. Next name is Abil in the chat. Next. I'll begin. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a nice day. Hello, Adi. Hit the 70 likes, guys. Hit the 70 likes. Hello. Thank you for joining in the live. You're welcome. Hello, you don't say thank you for joining in the live. You're welcome. Thank you for Next name is Rita in the chat. Next name, hello Kiwi in the chat. Thank you for joining and have a nice day. Hello John. Hello John, thank you for joining in the live. And I see Deepak in the chat. Thank you Deepak. Anuj. Okay, here who is in the chat? I can read it. Thank you. Javil, thank you so much. Hello, Moise, thank you for joining in the live. Hello, Ruth, thank you for joining in the live. Have a nice day. Pedro in the chat. Thank you for joining everyone. Thank you for joining. Hello, Liani in the chat. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Liana. Thank you, Leah in the chat. Thank you, Shazil. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Hit the 70 likes, guys. Hit the 70 likes. And who's Leona in the chat? Thank you for joining in the chat. Thank you, Anna. Thank you so much. Hello, Jiha. Thank you for joining in the chat. Have a nice day, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Hello, Bilal. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. And who's here in the chat? Your chai in the chat. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Hello, Carmen. Thank you for joining. Hit the 70 likes. Hello, Yasmin. Next, who's here? Who's here? Talia in the chat. Thank you so much. And who's here? Who's here? Roman in the chat. Thank you, Javi. Thank you for joining in. Sorry, sir, Javi. Thank you for joining in the live. who's here? No, in the chat. Next. Foryou in the chat. Thank you so much. And who's here? Hello, Tammy. Thank you for joining in the live. Thank you so much. Hello, Adia. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Hello, Maria. And I see Oi in the chat. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Hello, Adyasha. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day, everyone. Like the live, please. Like the live. Hello, Yashwin. And who's here? Hello, Naila in the chat. Next name is Rihan in the chat. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. I don't understand what you said. Drop your name. Hello, Charlie in the chat. Okay. Alfia in the chat. Have a nice day. Thank you for joining. Next name. What's your name? Drop your name. Hello, Maury. Thank you for joining in the live. What's your name? I think your name is Glory. I don't know what's your name. And Lucia, hello, Monty in the chat. Okay, Natalia in the chat. Thank you, Natalia. Thank you for joining the live. Thank you so much. And who's here? Sagar in the chat. Sagar name is John. Thank you, Sagar. Thank you, Alina. Alina name is John. Hello, Mahi. Thank you, Mahi, for joining in the live. Next name is Sahil. Thank you, Sahil, for joining in the live. Hello, Asnet. Thank you for joining in the live. Hello, Maria. The next name is Paul in the chat. Next. Next name is Mahi. Thank you so much. And here we have is Kill in the chat. Thank you for joining the live. Have a nice day. And hello, Aisha in the chat. And who's here? Hello, Larry. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a nice day, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. Hello, Saroti. Thank you for joining in the live. Hello, Nelly in the chat. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being with me in the live. Thank you so much. Hello, Deepa. Thank you for joining in the live. Hello, Anamika. Thank you for joining in the live. Thank you, Lucia. For everyone. Thank you for joining. Hello, Kitty in the chat. Thank you, Kitty. Have a lovely day. Hello, Hadi. Thank you for joining the live. Have a lovely day. Hello, Kitty. Thank you for joining. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining in the chat. Hello, Armin. Thank you for joining in the live. Thank you so much. Hello, Rushan. Thank you for joining in the live. Hello, Yusuf. Thank you for joining in the live. Next to say in the chat. Hello, Ritura. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a lovely day. Hello, Memphis. Thank you for joining in the live. Next, who's here? Alana in the chat. Next name is Ashir in the chat. Thank you, Ashir. Thank you for joining. Hit the 80 likes, guys. Hit the 80 likes. Thank you, everyone. And I see fire in the chat. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Who's here in the chat? Drop your name. Hello, Hamza. Thank you for joining in the live. And who's here? Sophia in the chat. Next name is Vanshika in the chat. Thank you so much. Hello all. Thank you for joining in the live. Next name is Fire in the chat. Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining. Have a lovely. Thank you. Thank you everyone. Thank you Oswald. Thank you for joining in the live. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Hello Amuri in the chat. Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining the chat. Have a nice day. Quality in the chat. Thank you for joining. Hello Amori. Thank you for joining in the live. Have a nice day. Who's here? Hello in the chat. Hello, C2. Thank you for joining in the live. Thank you, Risha. Thank you for subscribing and liking. Thank you, Risha. Thank you so much. Thank you, Prince. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you so much. And next is Helena in the chat. Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Obrigado in the chat. Thank you for joining in the chat. Have a nice day. Thank you so much. Hello, Helena. Next name is Faizan. No, I wrote your name. I did not ignore you. Hello, Laura. Thank you for joining in the chat. Hello, darling. Thank you for joining in the chat. It's a long name. Thank you so much. Hello, Shiny in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Okay, Anushka in the chat. Next name is Masha. Thank you for joining. Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining in the chat. Hello, Robin. Next name is Diana in the chat. Thank you so much. Hello, Derek in the chat. Thank you, Derek. Thank you for joining. Hit the 80 likes, guys. Hit the 80 likes. Hello, Fatima in the chat. Next name is Mimi in the chat. Next name, I see World in the chat. Hello, Yana. Thank you. Who's here? Who's here? Who's here in the chat? Thank you so much. While I wrote your name, and Sasi Kumar. Hello, Abbas in the chat. Thank you so much. Hello, Jolie in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. And Jose Sora in the chat. Hello, Cassis. Thank you for joining in the live. Next name is Jana in the chat. Thank you, Jana. And who's here? Hello, Krish in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live. Hello, Shiana. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining in the chat. Hello, Yana. You're welcome. You're welcome. Lata, thank you. Jamie and Annie. Thank you for joining. Hit the 80 likes, guys. Hit the 80 likes. Hello, Ava. Thank you for joining in the live. And whose name I missed it, drop your name. Hello, Dicto in the chat. Hello, Leah. And Nihal in the chat. Thank you, Nihal. Thank you for joining in the live. And who's here? Hello, Chirita. Thank you for joining in the chat. Have a nice day. Yashwant, thank you for joining. Yashwant and Prajana, thank you for joining in the chat. Have a nice day. And Wilson, I wrote joining. And who's here? Who's here? Yashita in the chat, you're welcome. Hello, Chesty in the chat. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for 80 likes done. Thank you. Hello, Alki. Thank you for joining in the chat. And who's here? Krish in the chat. Hello, Juliana. Thank you for joining the chat. Hello, Ankit. And next name is Rashid in the chat. Who's here? Who's here? Mia in the chat. Thank you. Next name is Kandas in the chat. Hello, Luis. Thank you for joining the chat. Have a nice day. Hello, Ayan. Thank you for joining the chat. Have a nice day. Next name, who's here? Krishna in the chat. Hello, Siva Kumar. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. And who's here? Ohio in the chat. And next name is Musa in the chat. Next name. Thank you, Allah. Thank you for joining in the chat. Thank you for joining. Hello, Angela. Thank you for joining in the live. I will end the live soon, guys. I will end the live soon. Thank you for joining. Thank you, everyone. Gandhi in the chat. Thank you. Hit 100 likes. Hit 100 likes. Akmal in the chat. I will end the live soon, guys. Hello, Vijay. Thank you for joining. Hello, Alexia. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Hello, Yongi. And who's here? Who's here? Fiji in the chat. Thank you so much. Who's here? Who's here in the chat? Hello, Miela. Thank you for joining in the live. Next, who's here? Hello, Lala. Thank you for joining. Hello, Neha. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. Have a lovely day. And who's here? Tasha in the chat. I will end the live soon, guys. I will end the live soon. Thank you for joining and thank you for being with me. Hit the 100 likes, guys. Hit the 100 likes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Whose name I listed over here? J Hope in the chat. Thank you for joining. Hello, Harleen in the chat. Hello, Rich. Thank you for joining. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I am going to end the live. Thank you, everyone. Love you guys. Thank you so much. I will start countdown and I will write last 5 names. Thank you everyone. Last 5 names. 5. After 5 names, I will end the live. 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. Last one is Aradhana. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much everyone. And the last one. Thank you everyone. Thank you for being with me. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching the live. See you in the next live. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day. Bye. And here is the last one. Thank you for joining. Berlin. Thank you so much. Bye everyone.